Hello everyone, it's me again, and today I'm back for another video. So yeah, I'm a pretty small YouTuber as of now. I'm really going for video topics that are popular and are relevant and everyone's looking for. So you know what? I'm gonna do that. And I really hope you guys are happy with that video. And I hope I can grow even more and, really get in the game. So, today's video will be about why Jurassic World Evolution 2 is so exciting. This video series will actually be split into 3 parts because it's a lot for one video. The first part is with the recent Chaos Theory gameplay that's been released, I think it's the perfect time to do this. Also, Jurassic World Evolution 2 is just around the corner, a little less than a month left to go until the game releases. I am very excited, so let's just get right into it. First, Jurassic World Evolution, the animals felt really dull and boring. After you release them, there's really not much they did. They ate, they slept, sometimes they fought, and that's really it. However, the animals have been greatly improved in the second game. They feel so much alive. There are so many new animations, so many small little personality animations that make them feel a lot more alive, and that makes them feel really breathing and alive. It makes them feel so much cooler. The animals also have a new movement system. Right now, from what we've seen, it is janky. However, that was a development build most likely made in June, so I do heavily suspect that by the time launch rolls around, that movement system will be ironed out and polished and improved. But the movement system allows them to move in different directions and do this little sidestep thing. It's a lot more realistic and innovative, and it makes them feel, again, more alive. It makes them feel they're actual animals thinking about how to move, and I'm sure it'll be ironed out. There's a lot of new behaviors for the animals. They're a lot more dynamic. First, the velociraptors actually pack hunt. It gave me a heavy J-Pog vibes. You see them all coordinate in a group, surround the animal that they're hunting, and then they literally go and jump on it and start slashing at it and taking bites off of it. It's really cool. The animal that they're pack hunting can actually fight back and get them off there. However, they are kind of weak as of now, so I hope by the time launch rolls around, the herbivores can actually truly fight back and be dangerous, because that's how they were in real life. There's a decent chance that an herbivore could take out a pack of velociraptors trying to get it, but the pack hunting just looks really cool as of now. I'm really excited to see it. There's also just dynamic hunting in general, like if you were to release a goat with a velociraptor or a medium carnivore or even a T-Rex, they would all dynamically hunt. It's not just like they each have to line up, take tiny little steps, turn around, position themselves right, and then go into a locked on specific animation. No, they fully dynamically hunt. They chase around and they go and run around, fully AI powered, and the only thing that's pre-made is the final kill animation, nothing else. And it really helps that, and it makes them feel a lot cooler. There are carnivores hunting goats. I've seen a T-Rex try to hunt a Pachycephalosaurus, and I've seen a T-Rex attack a Mamenchisaurus, which is really cool. Carnivores can attack large sauropods now, and that is really cool. There's instances of this stuff, and all of the gameplay I'm showing will be linked in the description so you can go and watch it for yourself. There's also a lot more dynamic fighting. I'll show a video of Coeliophysis fighting, but while there is a bit of that sidestepping turnaround thing, it is generally a lot more dynamic and quicker. It's not just like them taking turns biting at each other. You can see there's different moves, they each jump at the same time, all that kind of stuff. The dinosaurs' needs have also been greatly improved from the first game. In the first game, the dinosaurs' needs felt very annoying, and it felt like you could never really please them, and they'd always get unfairly angry when they're really not. Dinosaurs are a lot more forgiving in the second game, and their comfort easily, and I do mean very easily, and quickly goes up. They won't break out, and even if they are uncomfortable, like 84% comfort, they still aren't gonna break out just yet. They are still much more forgiving to that. You can have one need in the red and still have them be fine. If you want a little more trees than a Carnotaurus wants, you can have that as long as the other stats are fine. This really lets us get creative with our exhibits, and it lets us build the exhibits we want. And about dinosaur needs, I also really like the lack of feeders. Herbivores now feed from ground foliage that you place down, so it really makes them feel more real and allows the exhibits to really have a purpose, because the herbivores can actually feed from them, and they can eat and they can graze, and their hunger bar actually goes, and it's quite cool. It's quite useful, and it just breeds a little bit more more life into them. There's also a new skin system for the dinosaurs, aquatics, and aerials, all three of them. We originally thought that you would get to choose from an array of patterns and an array of base skin colors. However, it's been revealed that you can only have one pattern and the skin color. This is slightly disappointing, however, it is still a big improvement from the last game. Basically, you can either choose if a dinosaur is going to have a pattern or if they're going to have no pattern. And you can also choose what base skin color the dinosaur is going to be. A red velociraptor with no pattern. But you can also select the pattern and you can change the color of that pattern. This really lets us personalize the dinosaurs, and it lets us add a personal touch to them and really feel like we made them. This also adds a lot more control to the skin system, and it allows for some subtle differences and other things like that, which allow for creativity and to let you get attached to the dinosaurs, and it's also just really cool. Also, legacy skins have been confirmed, and I was really excited to see this. I saw the Tiger Raptor skin, and I saw the Buck and Doe skins, which really got me excited. I love The Lost World. It's the best Jurassic Park sequel. Fight me. So it is really nice to see Frontier giving love to The Lost World. They really did the legacy skins justice. They look so good, they look completely accurate to the first game, and the new dinosaur designs just look gorgeous. Like the new T-Rex, with legacy skin or not, looks really cool. It looks like the original one, and it just looks badass. And the legacy skins just make it even cooler. There are also new dinosaurs shown, and they're choosing cooler and unique picks for dinosaurs. Currently, the new dinosaurs that we know about are the Pachyrhinosaurus in Deluxe Edition, Megalosaurus, again Deluxe Edition, Amargasaurus, Chantrosaurus, and Coelophysis. Now, I don't know if these are going to be all of the new species. I doubt that. I think we'll get more new species, but they're genuinely choosing really cool picks like the Pachyrhinosaurus and Megalosaurus. Those are some pretty unique choices that I fully agree with and I think are cool. Also, the total species roster is 75, probably more due to Deluxe. It'll reach around 75 to 80. That's a lot more than Jurassic World Evolution 1 with all DLC. That's so cool. We're getting more species, we can fill out our parks, and it is very awesome indeed to be getting more of them. The entire roster from the first game, at least as far as I know, isn't going to be returning at launch. Cut dinosaurs will most likely return in free updates or DLC as padding. However, this is actually very excusable, as in the DLC we will most likely get more cool and unique picks to go along with them, which makes it excusable that we're going to get returning dinosaurs because we're going to get cool new ones, like in a Dominion DLC with Oviraptor and or Therizinosaurus and more cooler picks. After this, we're going to discuss the 9 dinosaurs. First, we're going to go into the Flyers. The Flyers feel just as real as the land animals. Their inclusion in the first game was lackluster. They were just put on a single pre-recorded animation, and that's really it. However, in Jurassic World Evolution 2, they've broken a record in park building game history. Jurassic World Evolution 2 is the first park building game in history to have fully AI powered free flyers, which is insane. They fly around, they feel real, and they've just made them so much better. They feed from fish now, and at least the pteranodons can tackle goats like an eagle. That is awesome. The aviaries are so much better than the first game. You can really get creative with them, you can connect them all together, make them a lot larger, and you can customize the inside of them, which is really cool. You can add your own personal touch, you can add rocks, trees, foliage, and torts can go through them. And flyers can fully break out and fly around the park and do their thing. It is really cool that they perch on buildings and stuff. They can create territories. It makes them feel a lot more alive. I really like the choices they made for the Flyers that we know so far. Tropeognathus is iconic, and it is really unique. That little bulge chip at the end. I just really love the Tropeognathus, and I love that it was included. Geosternbergia is also going to be in the game, and Geosternbergia was in the Lost World. It is really cool to have it in, and it is really cool that Frontier is giving more love to the Lost World. Also, Geosternbergia is just a cool pick in general. It just looks really nice with that little crest and all that kind of stuff. Also, we probably won't be limited to just 5 flyers. We'll probably get more due to the fact that aquatics have been confirmed to have over 5. Finally, we're going to discuss the aquatics. Aquatics were discluded from the first game, which was a disappointment. However, honestly, it's better that they're in the second game rather than the first because they're not half-assed. They're fully AI powered and free and feel just as alive as the others. Even though the aquatics just eat and swim, that's actually mostly what they did in real life. I'd maybe like to see some social animations between the plesiosaurs, like maybe swimming together and rubbing each other, but that's really it. They feel alive. The new lagoon system works like the aviary system, and it allows for some cool creativity. I don't really mind it. It looks cool. They've given us two marine feeders. One of them is just a normal fish feeder that releases fish, and the second one is the shark feeder. The Mosasaurus, and maybe some others, I'm not exactly sure, can use the shark feeder like it did in Jurassic World, and it looks so cool. The Mosasaurus jumping out of the water. The fish feeder that releases fish also gives ambience, and it allows for other species to eat too. I really like the species picks that they've chosen for the marine animals. I'm excited that they've chosen a diverse cast of marine animals. The choices they picked are really nice. Like the Ichthyosaurus, when I saw that, I got so excited. It was such a cool pick. And the Liopleurodon. It is so cool to finally be getting that in the game. I also quite like the inclusion of Attenboroughsaurus, and it was a very nice homage to Richard Attenborough, the actor of John Hammond. Now, Liopleurodon and others like Plesiosaurus and Elasmosaurus and Ichthyosaurus, one thing I haven't really discussed is actually the mod abilities for the animals. We now have a Mosasaurus rig, which can be used for a lot of animals, and we now have a Plesiosaurus rig and a Liopleurodon rig. This opens the potential for more marine reptiles and other things like that. And the Ichthyosaurus rig is actually a bit more special. See, the Ichthyosaurus rig moves exactly like a fish, so it's very easy to use it to make fish mods like Megalodon and others like Stethocanthus, which is really cool. And the Ichthyosaurus also eats from fish, which would help creating mods like that because they also ate fish too. Overall, the animals have improved a lot. In the first game, rarely watch them. However, in the second game, you really do want to just watch these animals for hours. In a dev stream, the developers said that it's a constant discovery of new behaviors, and honestly, it was right. It is a constant discovery of new behaviors, and I love that. I'm sorry to end it here, but that should be all for this part. This video will probably be a 3-parter, but it might be a 2-parter depending on how that goes. Please tell me your thoughts in the description. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't, tell me why in the comments. I'd love to hear that. Also tell me how I can improve. And with that out of the way, goodbye and see you later.